Okay, let's get everything set and ready to go here. We are live once again with more Millennium Duels, and this time around I have purchased a pop filter since the last upload, so this should sound a little bit different. I also just got done creating a heavily scripted video, the first in the Boss Art Retrospective series. I'm very, very excited to be doing. So doing something live where I can flub and I don't have to be perfect is actually going to be kind of nice. So let me just get everything straight with the stream. Where is it? Here we go. Man, I tell you what, too. I have fallen deep, deep back into the rabbit hole with Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG as well. Like, I have like 10 new decks going on, and I've been going to locals. I went to a regional, which I haven't really done a regional before. That was actually really, really awesome to actually do that for the first time. Let's see. Now might be a good time to change. Just now realized that the word Millennium is misspelled in the title, so I may have to go back and change that on all of the previous streams. Oh my god, that's embarrassing. Okay, and Michelle's watching, so she may or may not see me kick one of her favorite characters' asses today. We'll see. So I decided that, hey look, there's Dark Plant. Dark Plant put in a lot of work in Duels to the Roses, but unfortunately he's just a vanilla in real life. So we're moving on to the second tier of the GX tournament. So our opponents this time are... Oh, actually, I am going to kill one of her favorite characters. Well, not kill, but defeat. But not who I thought we were going to fight. So our first opponent to this tournament is going to be Dr. Veland Crowler and his Ancient Gear deck. Of course, what was he known as? Krauser in the Japanese version. So I just want to make MD Geist references now, which is never a good thing. So I'm going to keep using the little Chaos Monarch deck thing that I have thrown together for the rest of the GX tournament. For some reason, the DLC packs are not... They don't seem to want to belong to the hard drive. So I can't actually boot up my pseudo Dragoonity deck right now. So I'll get that figured out, and hopefully I'll start using that for the 5Ds arc, which will make more sense anyway, because this was the kind of deck I played back in the GX era. And Dragoonities is what I played during the 5Ds era, not to mention there's heavily synchro-based, which would fit in better with the 5Ds era. Anyway, not that that will stop me from synchroing with this deck. Indeed. So, if anyone has not seen the episode where Crowler duels the vampire bitch in GX, in Japanese, absolutely go watch that episode, because it is hilarious, and Krauser gets turned into a voodoo doll, and all the voodoo doll says is "indeed," but it's in Japanese. Card D. That's actually a pretty good card, or it would be if it didn't waste your normal summon. It's basically just a +1, but you don't really get to do anything for the rest of your turn, so I wouldn't even say it's all that good. So I can back in this day, this was before Ancient Gears got any of the support through the structure deck that came out last year, or any of the stuff that came out in Raging Tempest. So at this point, he's just using the Lost Millennium and Shadow of Infinity Ancient Gear cards, plus the Ancient Gear cards from the initial Ancient Gear structure deck, which was also not very good. So, yeah, I don't think he's going to pose much of a threat to us, especially because he is not going to be able to really get out his boss monsters. He doesn't even use the fusion. He doesn't use Ultimate Ancient Gear Golem. Ancient Gear Golem itself can't be special summoned, and none of the cheeky ways of getting around that are viable now. I'm a little bit worried about his back row, so I could either try to play that and go for a synchro, or actually just beat him down and then go for a synchro. Or I could summon Ryza and bounce whatever that is. If I really wanted to be safe. Yeah, let's do that. What are the odds it's not a battle trap? We may never know. Ikuzo! Ryza! One of my favorite cards in this era. Man, Monarchs were good even before Ryza and Caius, but Ryza and Caius were definitely the ones that put them on another level. Michelle is insisting that I be nice to Jesse. I don't know. Jesse might put up a fight. We'll see what happens, because Crystal Beasts were actually kind of good for a while. Kind of, I say. Let's see. Zane I should be worried about, because he could potentially OTK me, just because Cyber Dragons have had the ability to OTK since they were invented, even though they just keep getting more and more consistent about it the more the iterations we have. And Ancient Gear Knight is a Gemini, so it is essentially useless, because you have enough heavy high attribute monsters in the deck anyway, and having to Gemini summon a monster just to get its effect is really not worth it. This was circumvented when we had... Oh, hello. This was circumvented when we had Ancient Gear Wyvern in the structure deck more recently. So, I don't have any darks I can easily dump into the graveyard to get out either of these guys. Except for Chaos Sorcerer himself, which is still not the most... I can actually normal... No, I can't normal summon him. I thought you could normal summon Chaos Sorcerer, but you couldn't normal summon the other two guys. That's okay. Let's just try to get some more damage on the board. He hasn't activated whatever that back row is, so I don't think I need to be worried about it. Oh, Mecha Bunny! What did he target my back row for? What the hell did that just do? I used to play this card, too, in my Monarch deck. Shoutouts to Luca, who's watching now. Classic Dura. So, what did it... Oh, you just target a random card on the field and inflict damage to its controller. I never use that effect. It's only the fact that it replaces itself with another one, which allowed you to use it for tribute fodder. What does it say? It says "Love It" on its forehead. I forgot that it did that. So we may just have to burn through all of these guys, which is fine. Not as good as... Not as... Oh, come on. Not as good as... Oh, he doesn't have a third copy? If only I could make Gaga Cowboy. That would be awful right now. Yeah, I played Gravekeeper Spy over that back in the day. That was a lot of fun. You know, there's really no point in me doing anything else. I might as well just kill him. Luca's trying to prod at me, saying I'm here to make fun of you for being bad at card games, but I didn't see you even show up at that regional. Got a XYZ Dragon Cannon I'll never use. Yeah, I know, I'm just giving him a hard time. I know he couldn't actually go to the regional for other reasons, but... I mean, me and Chris didn't do well in the regional, but at least we participated. And I actually really do blame the Omni for this, because if the Omni had done a better job of maintaining its elevators, then honestly, we would have been able to get there in time and not had an automatic X1 at the beginning of the event. Okay. So now we're up against Jim Crocodile Cook, who is a character from... Michelle will correct me on this. A character from Season 4. So he's not anybody... Or maybe he was introduced in Season 3. I know... I think he might have been Season 4, because I know about Hasselberry and... was it Axel Rhodes? I know about them, but this... Oh, Season 3. Yeah, this guy I don't know, like, the fuckest thing about. So, he wants to burn us with his slow trap cards. We too can play that game. Just set this to... so I can get an annoying prompt every 2 seconds, or every phase of the game. Ah, it has no valid target, so actually now it does. You're gonna put a giant soldier of stone in attack mode. Do it! Oh my god, he's gonna burn himself so hard right now. Yes. Take 500 and then take another 2,000. Or not 2,000, but... what, 1,600? Yeah, there we go. Burn you down to 59 without even having to battle with you. You put Giant Soldier of Stone in attack mode! Like... Michelle's telling me that Hasselberry came in Season 2. I guess I need to rewatch Season 2 of GX as well, because Season 2 is the one I remember actually liking. That came on at a very weird time for me. I have very fond memories... Hold up. Interesting. Okay. I have very fond memories of watching Season 2, because Season 1 I was able to watch when we were living in Destin. So I watched Season 1 essentially as it was airing, and I only missed a couple episodes, and I actually specifically remember which episodes I missed, and I went back and rewatched one of those very recently. And but Season 2 I initially missed while it was airing, and then in 2007, I want to say, yeah, it was 2007 when I had my... Oh, the hell kind of trap is that? Alright, my dude. Go ahead. Maybe you can actually get over Caius. We'll see. Unless Rush recklessly decreases their defense as well. Nope, just attack. In 2007, when I had my broken arm after getting thrown off that horse, I was sleeping on the couch every day. Oh my god, is he gonna attack over Caius with Giant Soldier of Stone in attack mode? Curse you, monarchs, for all having the same stats! So I had to sleep on the couch every day because I couldn't sleep on my sides, and it was very difficult to get up. So I needed that extra support of like the couch arm to actually be able to sit up, because it was just so strenuous to move with the broken arm. So I was sleeping on the couch, and I would wake up at 6 a.m. every morning and watch specifically like 2 shows. I would watch the reruns of GX Season 2, and I would watch Transformers Cybertron, and that was how I first had gotten to see Cybertron, because I hadn't seen a Transformers series since Armada. I skipped Energon because I didn't really care for it. So, and I actually really enjoyed Cybertron, although I hear it's better in Japanese as Galaxy Force. But yeah, I vividly remember watching the duel between Jaden and Sartorius at 6 o'clock in the morning. What the hell is this? I don't actually know what a lot of these cards do, and it's because the whole rock burn strategy is one of the worst like strategies in the game, honestly. It is also home to the worst structure deck in the entire game, which was the rock structure deck that just had no real win condition at all whatsoever. I think everybody knows how infamously bad that structure deck was. So I may have to... Oh, I don't want to rush recklessly my guy just to get over whatever that is. I'm hoping it has less defense than... We're going to find out. Wow. Oh, interesting. Can I still battle? Okay, cool. So that field spell actually kind of came in handy for him. What did he mill off of that? I don't really care. Oh. Interesting. Mega Rock Dragon has 3,500 attack. We'll just have to do 3,900 or 3,500 damage to you. Well, I'm clearly not going to be able to battle over that because it's pretty big. So I need some other kind of destruction to be able to get rid of that. And if I summon Thunder King and Torrential the board, I will neg immensely. There will be such very negging. Unless I can Torrential this thing. Yeah, let's do that. And then I can just attack with Thunder King for game. Nuke the board! Yes! Well, that was pretty underwhelming. We got a Daedalus. I think I have another one of those. We got a Dark Sea Float, which is that card that... was it Bomber that used that in 5Ds against Crow? Ooh! Ooh, we got my favorite card in the game! We got Meteor Black Dragon. I'm so happy. I'll probably never use him in this game, but that makes me incredibly happy. Yay! That's like my namesake right there. I love Meteor Black Dragon. So let me know what you guys think about does the audio sound okay? Does my commentary sound okay? Nothing sounds muffled or distorted. The game volume levels are okay. Just kind of let me know. Alright, so we're finally dueling Jesse Anderson. A very, very polarizing character as far as GX goes, because the majority of the fandom seems to absolutely adore this character, considering that he plays a very likable archetype, he is a very good duelist, he's, I guess, the subject of a lot of yaoi between him and Jaden, and as far as I can tell, that's about it. My issues with him is he's essentially the... he's that meme with the guy walking with his girlfriend, and another girl passes by, and he turns and is like, "Ooh, look at that!" Like, he is that meme with Jaden. Like, Jaden and all his other friends, and he sees Jesse, and he's like, "Ooh, look at that!" Oh, he plays Crystal Beasts. So, we're gonna get a whole load of... him putting his stuff in the back row. No, I'm not going to chain anything to Foolish. I probably want to put Plague Spreader in there. Or maybe one of these Black Wings. Yeah, we'll do Plague Spreader. What I may do next turn, whatever he makes, I will just Plague Spreader, put Scapegoat back, and then Tribute Plague Spreader for Ryza. What's funny is technically both of my cards are a board wipe against him. Let me see, do I want to get rid of that? I think I want to go ahead and get rid of that. Giant Rat. Do I want to torrential that? I don't think I do. You can come at me, bro. That is not what I expected him to play at all. But yeah, for those of you that don't know, one of the big bullshit things that happens in Season 3 is Jaden, I don't know how this even comes about again because it's been so long since I've seen it. Jaden essentially sacrifices all of his friends in favor of Jesse, and so they all have their souls taken or whatever. I don't know if they actually even, like, who comes back from that and who doesn't. Michelle knows because she watched Season 3 and 4 pretty thoroughly. Let's see, do I set Raiko and allow him to just attack into it? And then blow his thing up and mill some cards to hopefully banish for BLS. Keep my hand advantage. What will you do? Or do I go ahead and use Plague Spreader? Because if I use Plague Spreader, it'll be banished and BLS will not be live. But he will lose essentially his draw because he'll just get Giant Rat back. I don't know what he even will summon with Giant Rat off of its effect. Okay. We'll go on the offensive. Okay, we're gonna do literally some damage to you. This would have been a very common matchup to see back in the day. Oh, are you serious? Well, thankfully, we have this convenient monster that can blow up a card in the field. Let's set it. I just don't understand why he would run that. I mean, it takes up his back row space, and he can't play his Pegasus or anything. Okay, suit yourself, dude. BLS is still not live. There's that giant rat. Another giant rat? So he didn't attack Raiko. Interesting. Do I have any level 4 tuners in here? I don't think I do. Let's get out Bora. I don't think it can attack this turn. Yep. That's fine. Put you in defense just in case he gets any ideas. Amethyst Cat. Okay, so now that Rainbow Ruins cannot be destroyed, I don't care about that too much. Now he's going to attack Raikou. Okay. Well, that saved me 1,200 life points at least. And he played swords. So annoying. So annoying. Hey, BLS is live now. But I kind of don't want to go into him in case he plays like a board wipe or something crazy. I mean, I never know what's going to happen with these decks. See. There we go, there's a tuner. So I can make Blackwing Armwing, get some piercing in. That's kind of the idea. Again, I'm just going to wait until swords are up. I'm not going to overextend. Of course, he has 4 cards in his hand and he still hasn't done anything. God, another giant rat. Did he open with 2 giant rats? Okay, he's adding an extra 500 attack to that one with Black Pendant of all things. He's going to attempt to attack probably Bora. So we're just going to say no to that. You mother... Somehow I knew! I knew it was there somewhere! Oh, that's so good I didn't play BLS. Do I have to worry about this at all? No, I don't. He's got nothing. Alright, have fun with your 700 life points. Oh, come on! At least they have high defense. Well, BLS has high defense, at least. You know what? Oh man, if only that thing had an over 700 attack. Or, they're both level 8s. If I could make a... God! If only I had a rank 8 Exceed in there. Let's see. Maybe I can cause him to die by shrink if he attacks something. Who knows? Or I could just kill him with Esqual's effect. This is going to be pretty cringy. This duel has gone for 21 turns. That's awful. And he just... I don't know why his Crystal Beast deck is stall-oriented. It was never the strategy with them back in the day. As long as he has 2 cards in his hand, we win here. Or we could just attack him with Magna Drago, because that's a level 2. But we're going to be cheeky instead. Oh my god. I could chain my own torrential to that, which is really dumb. He still takes the damage. That was annoying. Cool, we got a rank 4 that requires 2 pyros, so I don't think I'll ever use that. We got an Invader of Darkness. Cool. Okay, bye Jesse. I hope I never see you again. Now on to a truly great character from GX, the Chaz. Everybody knows the Chaz. Everybody loves the Chaz. The Chaz actually had a pretty good arc as a antagonist character for a Yu-Gi-Oh series. He's honestly kind of a combination of like the rival character, and he's kind of a combination of that and like Joey, because he goes from being like this rich preppy guy like Kaiba in early on in season 1, and then he becomes the underdog when he gets trapped in that island and has to just pick up cards out of the snow and go duel random people, and he's like, I'm going to challenge all 5 of you guys at once and kill you all with this scrub deck. And I just thought that was really endearing, and how like he was really humbled by his situation and the kind of cards he had to use. I mean, he was still kind of an asshole, but he definitely kind of warmed up to the main cast, and the Black Cloak definitely looks a lot better than his Obelisk Blue uniform did. We're going to set up with that. Not the greatest hand, of course. Hopefully we get something off of Raiko's mill. Honestly, don't think he's playing any of the Armed Dragon cards. I think he's just playing Ojamas. No, it looks like he is. He's got Mass Dragon. Really takes me back because I loved the Armed Dragon archetype, and my brother actually played. Oh, there's Armed Dragon level 10. He'll probably never get that out though. My brother used to play a pretty alright Armed Dragon deck back in the day, so that thing's gonna have to survive until. Let's see how much defense does my thing have. Oh, I don't care because I'm just gonna destroy it with his effect. Yeah, that's the unfortunate part, is that Armed Dragon level 3 has to survive until your standby phase for you to be able to level him up to 5. But 5 is pretty decent. He's not as good as, like, say, a Monarch or Jinzo or any of those other, like, 1 tribute monsters, but he's pretty alright. And then level 7 is better because you can potentially plus a lot off of him. He could be, like, potentially a board wipe for your opponent if they have a lot of face-up monsters that are weaker than what you have, because you can discard a monster. Like, you can discard a level 5 from your hand and just wipe your opponent's board. Maybe we'll end up triggering some of his back row. Who knows? Nope. Again, I don't know what his strategy is going to be with the Ojamas, because none of the really good Ojama support has been invented at this time. He doesn't have the fusion of them. It's another Armed Dragon level 3. Does he get a suicide? Okay, well I guess I'll pay the 800, so good job as far as doing damage to me goes. Get that scapegoat out of my hand. Ugh, gross. So he actually... That's actually pretty cool. He prevented Summoner Monk from being able to resolve because he filled up my zones. That's actually pretty cool. So I think I could just synchro with his tokens, though, which would be hilarious if I can. Yeah, hell with it. And they're not destroyed, so I don't take the damage. Stardust the Dragon! Better have something. Alright, now we're getting somewhere. Technically, he saved me from having to draw a card out of my deck, which I guess, you know, prevented me from thinning my deck a little bit, but he still gave me cards to synchro with, which is what I was going to do anyway, so really it was about the same. I paid the cost and then didn't have to take a card out of my deck to make Stardust with. Is BLS live? I think he is. He totally is. Hell yeah, let's do it. What could it be? Regeki Break? Yeah, no. How about we don't do that? Oh, cool. I get to see what his deck list is. Genesis Dragon. That's a card that I have very, very strong sentimental value to, because it was given to me by a dear friend who has failing health now, so there may become a day where it might be just a fond memory of her. Let's see what else he has. Try Right. I have no idea what that is. Dragonic Knight. How does he even plan to get out Armed Dragon level 10 if he only has one level 7? What's up, Jesse Tyree? Everybody wish Jesse Tyree happy birthday. I know it's a little bit late, but we are definitely happy to have you here. Oh crap, I did manually activate his ability to attack again. That was lame. Call the Haunted. I don't want that on the board for when he goes into his standby phase, so I'm going to shrink that. Summoner Monk is actually going to defeat a monster for a change. Imagine that. He has absolutely nothing. He has nothing in his hand, nothing on his board. He's going to be top decking, and we have BLS and Stardust. I love the description of Ojama Green. It is said that he butts in by any means necessary. But it's like butts with two T's, so it's butts. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. He butts in, guys. So, all three of the cards on my board have been on the Forbidden Limited list in some form or another, whether they were just limited or, in BLS's case, they were banned. So you have three cards that are good enough to be on the Forbidden Limited list, all up against an Ojama Green, Who would win? 3 powerful monsters, powerful enough to see limitations in advanced format, or 1 green boy? This time I'll actually use BLS's effect to attack again. Jesse, are you feeling sick by the emoticon there, or am I just looking into it too deeply? I got a giant rat! Okay, now on to Yubel, who is actually a card. Dang, that sucks. Yeah, Yubel is actually a card, but is also a character, and I guess it's female. It's another one of the sentient monsters similar to Winkaribo, and it has this weird symbiotic relationship with Jaden after Season 3, similar to the whole Yugi and Atem thing, or the guy from Zexal whose name I can't think of. So the Yubel monsters themselves can actually be very, very difficult to get over, but they can be very difficult to actually go into as well, so I'm not necessarily worried about that. At 4 back row, though, should I be nervous? Probably. Maybe if it's something we can bait out. Let's try at least. A Mystic Tomate! Crap! That was way too easy. Well, I can banish it with Chaos Sorcerer. I can bounce it back to her hand, question mark? If I destroy it with Sack Armor, it's just going to rank up into the bigger one. Okay, go for it. No! That's not good. Oh, come on. Well, I know what your back row was, at least. Yeah, they really nagged hard on their card advantage there. 3 Calls of the Haunted and 3 Mystic Tomatoes. They seriously opened all 3 of their Mystic Tomatoes. That is amazing. Obviously, Raikou is going to destroy the Mystic Tomato so that Yubel will be forced to kill itself during the end phase. Yes, we milled a Dark Monster. That way I can go into Chaos Sorcerer. Yay, it's gone. And it's gone. I'm going to activate a Lure at the risk of getting rid of Gores, because I hopefully don't need Gores. Yeah. I may make a level 8 Synchro, I'm not sure. Oh, for Christ's sake. So much for that. Just banish it, I guess. Well, so much for that. Okay, I'm gonna leave that stuff on the board in case I have to banish another one. Because that's honestly gonna be more useful than... Oh, come on! Or I could have made Stardust. At least they're not afraid to run board wipes. Jesse says I should hit him with a splash attack. Little does he know that I run 3 shiny Magikarps in this deck. I don't think I've ever been able to use Kaloot's hand trap effect in this deck, which is a shame. Oh, I kid you not, I looked away from the screen and I looked back and he had torrentialed the board. Kind of not happy about that. Armageddon Knight. Yeah, whatever, let's get our goats out. Chefs. Round boys. A lot of credit to them for making the Yubel deck as playable as possible. Yeah, if I had United We Stand, Megamorph, Mage Power, all those cards he's talking about, I guess I'd be pretty alright right now, but I'd have to have a monster to put them on. Take 800! And then I'm gonna tribute the koala off. Do I want to bounce that back because it's just going to get his effect again? Maybe that, because that's something he hasn't activated, so it's got to be a dead card. Yep, just set it right back down again. Well, looks like game 1 is coming to a close against Yubel, so we'll just have to worry about playing through this ridiculous monstrosity again in game 2. I don't really have enough cards in order to do a side deck with this deck. I mean, I wish I did, but there's nothing really that would be advantageous as a side deck card to use. Maybe if I had something that was a very, very, very specific counter to an opponent's strategy, I would do it, but I just don't have enough cards right now to really manage that, so... Hey look, we got Morphing Jar! That could potentially be bad. Let's see. Do I want to play Summoner Monk and summon a monster off of a lure, or do I want to just play a lure and risk banishing Summoner Monk? Fuck it. Alright, I think that worked out pretty okay. Well, no, because these two are both tuners. Yeah, let's do that. My graveyard. Okay. I know what I'm doing now! Oh man, can you imagine banishing Yubel with Caius? Not only would she not be able to get it back, but it would burn her for 1,000 damage. Foolishing the second tier. Actually, it looked like the third tier one. Let me see. That is the third tier one, level 12 one. There's a level 10, 11, and 12 one. Yeah, Jesse, I hope you feel better. Let's get rid of that. Wow, that looks like a brick if I've ever seen one before. Wow, okay. Nothing that they can play. So I think I'll do this. I'll just get some good damage in. Oh, crap. I'm an idiot again, not activating the effect of Blizzard. But I'll just deal damage and then make Stardust in case he plays a board wipe. He, she, it, whatever. What gender is Yubel? I just now realized too that Yubel also has, like, the name Yubel is, you know, YU, it's a U character, such as the U boys from Arc 5, or hell, even Yugi, or Yusei. So I don't know if that's intentional or if I'm just reading into it, but that is a thing. Brick! Brick harder! Alright, looks like that's game with good old Stardust again. I can't stop the 5Ds era from just creeping its way into the GX era. Wow, that was pretty easy. What did we get? We probably didn't get anything I care about. We got a Toon Cannon Soldier. We got a Malicious, that's pretty okay. Yeah, okay, nothing I care about. Alright, so in the next episode, we're going to be moving on to the third tier of the GX saga, which is going to be against Adrian Gecko, who apparently plays Cloudians. I had no idea. Tyranno Hasselberry that does dinosaurs, but he doesn't do them the correct way. Atticus, who is cosplaying at this current moment, who has red eyes, but not the good kind of red eyes. Astro Phoenix with Destiny Heroes, but not the good kind of Destiny Heroes. And then Night Shroud, which apparently has better red eyes, but not still not good red eyes. Like, we won't really see that for a while. So yeah, that's going to be interesting. And then the final one is going to be the Scrub Blair at first, and then we'll move into Axel, Cyrus, Alexis, and Jaden. Which, these three decks are all going to be garbage, so the fact that they're at the top tier, like they're at the top tables, is just but order of billing in terms of the show. It really has nothing to do with how good they are as a duelist. So, alright, well, looks like we have another 2 episodes to go before we get to my favorite part of this whole tournament, which is going to be 5Ds. So, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you